Hi, I'm Raghu and I'm continuing with this series of developing embedded applications using Python and Raspberry Pi Pico. So now that you've seen a brief introduction about the Raspberry Pi Pico, and what we're supposed to do with and how we are supposed to program the Pico using Python Thorny IDE, let's jump into the next sessions. I know you guys are waiting to get started with the interfacing sensor and actuator, build a smart home or smart room, but just hang in there. Before we move further, I would like to spend a little time and give a brief introduction about a few things. Now, one I would like to give is about the embedded world itself. What is a microprocessor? What's a microcontroller? And the introduction about those. The second one I would like to do is also talk about what are GPIO pins, what is a digital state, what is high, what is low, because these things are a sort of a foundation to go ahead and develop applications in the embedded world. And finally, of course, I will also give a very short introduction and a short tutorial about Python. Now, mind you, this is not an extensive tutorial on Python because that's a very vast subject by itself. But what I'm going to do is just a brief introduction. So, in case you don't know anything about Python, or you don't know anything about programming at all, and you want to start, you say, I'll start by building some embedded applications, some automation and home automation applications. That's how I want to start this whole computer world. Fine, jump in, because I would be helping you there by giving you a brief introduction of what are the basic constructs of any programming language, just enough for you to get started with this series of programming embedded devices, or rather more specifically programming a Raspberry Pi Pico using Python. So let's jump in and get started.